Welcome to the Madison Miller Podcast. Today is Friday, August 22nd, 2025. Today I'm going to recap MLB, WNBA, soccer, NFL preseason, look ahead to everything this weekend. College football returns tomorrow. We will make picks for the games. The official predictions podcast, by the way, will be coming next week. Little League World Series, golf, NASCAR, NFL defensive tackle rankings, news and notes, and best bet. Okay, now we will begin with MLB. We will go over the results from yesterday and look ahead to tonight and the weekend. A's over the Twins 8-3, Royals over the Rangers 6-4, Brewers over the Cubs 4-1, Dodgers over the Rockies 9-5, Nats over the Mets 9-3, Padres over the Giants 8-5, Astros over the O's 7-2, Red Sox over the Yankees 6-3. And the Cardinals over the Rays 7-4. All right, now tonight, 6:30, you have the Rockies and the Pirates, Antonio Senzatella and Braxton Aircraft. Because of time, I'm going to just do what I'm going to pick. Over 8.5 even money. Nats Phillies 645. Cade Cavalli, Tajuan Walker. The pick here is going to be Phillies run line -1 plus 102. 7 o'clock on Prime Video and MLB Network. Red Sox, Yankees, Brian Balow and Max Fried. The pick here is going to be over 8.5 at -118. Astros, O's. Lance McCullers Jr. and Cade Povich. The pick here is going to be the Astros on the money line -116. Royals, Tigers, Apple TV Plus, Ryan Burgett and Casey Mize. The pick here is going to be the Royals on the money line at plus 136. Jays, Marlins, Shane Bieber making his season debut, and Blue Jays debut against Ryan Gusto. I'm going to go with the Blue Jays on the run line -1.5 at even money. Mets, Braves, Nolan McLean and Joey Wentz. My pick here is going to be the New York Mets on the money line at -104. 7:30 Cardinals Rays, Miles Mikolas and Adrian Hauser. My pick here is going to be under 8.5 at plus money, plus 102. Twins White Sox, Zebby Matthews and Aaron Savali. My pick here is going to be over 8.5 at -106. 8 o'clock Guardians Rangers and Slade Ciccone and Nathan Eovaldi. My pick here is going to be alt total, alternate over 8.5. That's plus 112. Giants Brewers, Carson Whisenhunt and Jose Quintana. My pick here is going to be the Brewers on the money line -1.5 at plus 108. It's kind of a bet on the hot team. 9:30 Cubs Angels, Javier Assad and Tyler Anderson. Over 9.5 -112 will be the pick. Reds Diamondbacks, Zach Little and Ryan Nelson. We'll go under 9 -118. I think that's a little high. Dodgers Padres. Padres still in first place in the division. Blake Snell and Yu Darvish. That's a tough one. I'm going to go over 8.5 even money because of how bad Darvish has been. And then 10 o'clock A's Mariners. Luis Morales and Brian Wu. Oh, I'm going under 8 -112. That's a good one. All right, Saturday, 1 o'clock, MLB Network, Red Sox, Yankees, 4 o'clock, MLB Network, Jays, Marlins, 6 o'clock, Nats, Phils, Royals, Tigers, 6:40, Rockies, Pirates, 7 o'clock, Astros, O's, Guardians, Rangers, Twins, White Sox, Giants, Brewers, 7:15, Mets, Braves, 8 o'clock, Reds, D-backs, 8:40, Fox Sports 1, Dodgers, Padres, 9:30, Cubs, Angels, and A's, Mariners. Sunday, the 24th, 12 o'clock on Roku, Rockies, Pirates, Cardinals, Rays, 1:30, Astros, O's, MLB Network, Mets, Braves, Nats, Phillies, Royals, Tigers, Jays, Marlins, 2 o'clock, Twins, White Sox, Giants, Brewers, 2:30, Guardians, Rangers, 4 o'clock, Cubs, Angels, Reds, D-backs, Dodgers, Padres, Angels, Mariners, and Sunday Night Baseball, 7 o'clock, ESPN. Of course, it's Red Sox, Yankees from the Bronx. The Yankees are ahead of the Red Sox now in the wild card standings because the Red Sox kind of slumped into that game last night. Even though the Red Sox won, the Yankees are still ahead of them. So we'll see who comes out on top of the wild card race in the American League after the weekend. Okay, now move on to the WNBA. We will go over results from yesterday and look ahead to today and the weekend. Yesterday, Sky over to Liberty, 91-85. Sun over to Mystic, 67-56. Dream over to Lynx, 75-73. And the Aces over to Mercury, 83-61. All right, 7:30 on Ion, Lynx Fever. The Lynx are giving 8. Totals 166.5. Oh, wait, 8. I think Caitlin Clark's hurt. So, that's why the Lynx are minus 8. I'm going to lay it. Storm Wings. The Storm are giving 8. Total is 169.5. I think Paige Becker's in the Wings can hang around. I'm going to take the plus 8. And then 10 o'clock on Ion, the Valkyries and the Mercury. The Mercury giving 6. Totals 155. These two teams played each other the other day, and I took the Vals at home, getting the 6 and the hook, and I almost gave it out for best bet. I'm going to go back to the well with the Vals. I don't know if they'll win, but I think this is going to be a competitive game. And the Mercury only won by 7 last time. All right, Saturday, 2 o'clock on CBS, Liberty Dream, 3 o'clock Aces Mystics, 4 o'clock CBS Sports Network, Sun Sky. And then Sunday, 3 o'clock Storm Mystics, 4 o'clock Valkyries Wings, and 7 o'clock on CBS Sports Network, you have the Fever and the Lynx. Okay, now move on to soccer. We'll go over the notable results from yesterday and today, and we will look ahead to the weekend coming up. Wednesday, Leagues Cup, Miami over Tigres, 2-1. Oh, wait. That's Wednesday, so I meant to put Thursday. Women's League, Angel City over Orlando, 1-0. Europa qualifying, FC Magellan over KUPS Quaipo, 4-0. Malmo FF over Sigma, 3-0. SK Braun over AEK, 2-1. KF Shrinda over Ludogorets, 2-1. Maccabi Tel Aviv over Dynamo Kyiv, 3-1. Panathinaikos over Samspor, 2-1. FC Utrecht over Zerzinski Mostar, 2-0. Young Boys over Slovan Bratislava, 1-0. Racing Genk over Lech Poznan, 5-1. Aberdeen FCSB, 2-2 draw. Rijeka over PAOK Slajovica, 1-0. Braga over Lincoln Red Imps, 4-0. Conference League, Rosenborg over Mainz, 2-1. BK Hacken over CFR Cluj Napoca, 7-2. Gyroy ETOFC over Rapid, 2-1. Hamrin over Rigas, 1-0. Wolfsburg over Amania, 2-1. CSU Craiova over Istanbul Bashkir, 2-1. Andrecht and AEK Athens, 1-1 draw. Breidablik over AC Vitris, 2-1. Drita Glijan over FC Differdange, 2-1. AFC Alkmaar over Levski Sofia, 2-0. Real Valencia over Newman Grundo, 1-0. NK Salja over Banik Ostrava, 1-0. FC Noah over Olimpija Ljubljana, 4-1. Fiorentina over Policia, 3-0. Shakhtar Donetsk Servette, 1-1 draw. Sparta Prague over Riga FC, 2-0. Strasbourg and Brøndby, 0-0 draw. Jagiellonia over Dynamo City, 3-0. Lausanne and Besiktas, 1-1 draw. Shelburne over Linfield, 3-1. Crystal Palace over Freakstad, 1-0. Legia Warsaw over Hibernian, 2-1. Rakow over Arda, 1-0. Shamrock Rovers over Santa Clara, 2-1. CONMEBOL, Liga de Quito over Botafogo, 2-0. Palmeiras and Universidade, 0-0 draw. Palmeiras advances 4-0 on aggregate. And then League advances 2-1 on aggregate. And River Plate Libertad, 1-1 draw. Tied on aggregate. River Plate advances 3-1 on penalties. League 1, Spokane velocity over forward Madison 1-0. And then today, Premier League, Chelsea over West Ham 5-1. Real Betis over Alaves 1-0. Bundesliga, Bayern Munich over RP Leipzig 6-0. All right, coming up tonight, 8 o'clock, Women's League, Chicago and North Carolina. So I'm going to pull this up real quick. So North Carolina minus 120, Chicago plus 290, draw plus 260. I'm gonna go with over 2.5 goals minus 112. All right, Saturday 4 o'clock CBS and Paramount Plus, Bay FC Washington, Gotham, Utah 7:30, and then 10 o'clock is Portland KC. And then Sunday 7 o'clock Houston, Seattle, and 8 o'clock San Diego, Louisville. So tomorrow, Premier League, 7:30, Man City Spurs on USA, 10 o'clock on Peacock, Bournemouth Wolves, 10 o'clock in USA, Brentford Aston Villa, Peacock, Burnley Sunderland, and 12:30 on NBC, Arsenal Leeds. That's a good one. Sunday, 9 o'clock Peacock, Crystal Palace, Nottingham Forest, on USA, Everton, Brighton, and 11:30 on USA, Fulham, Man United. MLS for the weekend. Tomorrow, 7:30, Montreal, Austin, Columbus, New England, DC, Miami, Cincy, NYCFC, Philly, Chicago, 8:30, Dallas, LAFC, Houston, San Jose, Nashville, Orlando, 9:30, Salt Lake, Minnesota, Vancouver, St. Louis, 10:30, Galaxy, Colorado, and San Diego, Portland. And then Sunday, 4 o'clock, Atlanta, Toronto, 7 o'clock, Charlotte, Red Bulls, and 9:15 on Fox Sports 1, Seattle and KC. Liga MX tonight, 9 o'clock, Juarez and Santos. Juarez minus 190, Santos plus 450. The draw is 3-1. I'm going to go with under 2.5 goals at plus 104. Querétaro, Athletic San Luis. San Luis plus 130, Querétaro plus 210, draw plus 230. I'm going to San Luis plus 130. And then 11 o'clock, Tijuana, Guadalajara. Guadalajara plus 15, Tijuana plus 210, the draw is plus 215. Or 250. I'm going to go with the draw plus 250. Saturday, 7 o'clock, Leon Pachuca. 9 o'clock, Mazatlán Tigres. Monterrey, Necaxa. 11 o'clock, Cruz Azul Toluca. Sunday, 7 o'clock, Union Puebla. And 9 o'clock, Atlas in America. Bundesliga tomorrow, 9:30, Heidenheim, Wolfsburg, Union Stuttgart, Leverkusen, Hoffenheim, Frankfurt, Bremen, Freiburg, Augsburg, and 12:30, St. Pauli, Dortmund. And then Sunday, 9:30, Mainz, Cologne, 11:30, Gladbach, and Hamburg. La Liga tomorrow, 11 o'clock, Mallorca, Celta Vigo, 1:30, Atletico Elche, and 3:30, Levante, Barcelona. Sunday, 11 o'clock, Osasuna, Valencia, 1:30, Real Sociedad Español, Villarreal, Girona, and 3:30, Real Oviedo and Real Madrid. Serie A. All starts tomorrow, 12:30. Genoa, Lecce, Sassuolo, Napoli, 2:45, Milan, Cremonese, AS Roma, Bologna, and then Sunday, 12:30, Cagliari, Fiorentina, Como, Lazio, Atalanta, Pisa, Juventus, Parma, 2:45. French League 1, Saturday, 11 o'clock, Marseille, Paris, 1 o'clock, Nice, Auxerre, and 3 o'clock, Lyon, Metz. And then Sunday, 9 o'clock, Lorient, Rennes, 11:15, Le Havre, Lens, Strasbourg, Nantes, Toulouse, Brest, and 2:45, Lille and Monaco. USL Saturday, 7 o'clock, Detroit, Tampa, Hartford, Rhode Island, Indy, Miami, Lexington, Oakland, Charleston, Loudoun, 7:30, 8 o'clock, Birmingham, Pittsburgh, Louisville, New Mexico, 8:30, Tulsa, Orange County, 9 o'clock, El Paso, Sacramento, 10 o'clock, Monterey Bay, San Antonio, 10:30, Vegas, North Carolina, and Phoenix, Colorado. We also have Premiership. We have a lot of postponed matches. So the ones that are going on: 10 o'clock, Celtic, Livingston, Hearts, Motherwell, and Kilmarnock, Dundee. And then Sunday, 7 a.m. is St. Mirren, Rangers. Dutch Eredivisie. Saturday, 10:30, God Eagles, Sparta. 12:45, PSV, FC Groningen. 3 o'clock, Telstar and FC Volendam. Sunday, 6:15, Heerenveen, FC 20. 8:30, FC Utrecht and Excelsior. NAC, Brada, NEC. And then 10:45 is Ajax and Heracles. So there you have it for the soccer. And now move on to the NFL preseason. We had 2 games last night. And we have a lot tomorrow and Saturday, and I think there might be some on Sunday as well. All right, Giants over the Patriots, 42-10. Steelers over the Panthers, 19-10. So the best bet I gave out was a loser. So August 22nd, which is tonight, at 7:30, Eagles Jets. That's going to be on local TV here, probably Channel 2, CBS, if not, probably Pix 11 or My 9. The Jets are a 3-point favorite, total's 34.5. I'm going to take the Eagles getting the 3. I mean, they don't know if Justin Fields is going to be even playing. The Eagles, I think, have better quarterback depth. 8 o'clock, CBS, Vikings, Titans. Titans are 3.5-point favorites, totals 36.5. I think we'll see a lot of Cam Morton and a lot of J.J. McCarthy. This is a hard one to project, but I'm going to lay the 3 in the hook with the Titans. NFL Network, Falcons, Cowboys. The Cowboys are a 3-point favorite, totals 35.5. Over. And then 8:20, Bears, Chiefs. The Bears are giving 2.5, totals 42.5. I'm going to lay the 2.5 with the Bears because I don't think the Chiefs are going to play a lot of guys. 12 o'clock, Ravens, Commanders. Ravens 2.5, total 35.5. I'll take the Commanders in the points. 1 o'clock, Colts, Bengals. Bengals are 2.5, total 35.5. I'll take Indy in the points. This is based on what I think and who's going to play starters and whatnot and quarterback depth. NFL Network, Rams, Browns. Browns are giving a whopping 7.5, totals 36.5. I'll take the Rams in the 7 in the hook. That's high. The Sean Payton Bowl, Broncos, Saints. So Sean Payton back in New Orleans. Preseason. Broncos are 3.5, totals 39.5. I'll take the Saints 3 in the hook. Texans, Lions. Lions are 1.5, totals 34.5. I'm going to go with the over. 4 o'clock, NFL Network, Seahawks, Packers. Packers are giving 3, totals 37.5. I'm going to... I don't know. I'll take Seattle in the points. 7 o'clock, NFL Network, Jaguars, Dolphins. Dolphins are 6.5 favorites, total 38.5. I'm going to take the over. 7:30, Bucks hosting the Bills. The Bills are 2.5, totals 36.5. I'll lay the 2.5 with the Bills. 8:30, Niners, Chargers. The Chargers are giving 1.5, totals 35.5. I think it's just a narrative play to play the Chargers, but I'll go with the over. And at 10 o'clock on NFL Network, Raiders, Cards. The Raiders are 2.5, totals 37.5. I'll lay the points with the Raiders tomorrow night. And there's no games on Sunday, which I was wrong. All right, college football, week 0. Can you believe it? We're here already. As I said at the top of the show, I'll do my regular prediction show for college football next week. I've projected lines and totals for you for right now, which we are going to get to. All right, first up, tomorrow afternoon at noon on ESPN, you have number 22 Iowa State, number 17 Kansas State from Dublin, the Aer Lingus College Football Classic. My line is Kansas State by 3, total 55 and 11/20. And it is on FanDuel, Kansas State by 3.5, totals 50.5. I'm going to take the over. I think there's going to be some offense in this game. Both teams have good quarterbacks. I think both these teams are in good position to potentially win the Big 12. These two teams do have good defenses as well, but I think Big 12 50.5 is a low number. All I'm asking for is like 34-28. That's an over. So I'm going to go with the over in this game. Who wins at gunpoint? Kansas State. 4 o'clock, you have Idaho State and UNLV. I feel UNLV projected as a 28-point favorite, total 62 3/5, and it's 29.5 and 65.5. Under. I don't know if UNLV is going to score a lot of points or not. Maybe they'll just cruise. 6:30 on Fox, Fresno State, Kansas. I have Kansas by 18, total 54 and 9/20, and it's 13.5 and 49.5. I'm going to lay the 13.5 of Kansas. I think they're poised for a little bit of a bounce back this year. Maybe they get to a bowl. So I'm going to lay the points for Kansas. 7 o'clock on CBS Sports Network, Sam Houston and Western Kentucky. I have Western by 18, total 47 and 13/20, and it's 10.5 and 61.5. Oh my God. I like the under a lot in this game. Granted, Western Kentucky's got a good quarterback. They both have offensive talent on both sides, and they have some talent on defense, but I think 61.5 is too high. 27-24. It's just simple as that. Or 31-21. That's an under. So under 61.5 for sure is going to be my play that I'm going to give out. And then last but not least, 7:30 on CBS, Stanford, Hawaii. I have Hawaii by 15, so 53 and a 20th, and it is 2.5 and 50.5. I love the minus 2.5 for Hawaii and Stanford. I think Stanford is going to stink with the capital S. I'd be surprised if they were in contention for a bowl. Like, that is a rebuilding program in a new conference for them still, and I don't think they're going to be irrelevant. I don't think they'll be relevant for a long time. So I'm going to lay 2.5 with Hawaii at home against Stanford. Now I'll move on to the Little League World Series. We will go over results from yesterday and today and look ahead to the weekend. So, there were no games today. I lied. Elimination games yesterday. Aruba over Venezuela, 3-1. Nevada over South Carolina, 5-3. Aruba's been a nice surprise here. All right, International Championship, 12:30 ABC Saturday afternoon. Chinese Taipei and Aruba. I'm going to pick Chinese Taipei. 3:30 ABC, Nevada, Connecticut. I'm going to pick Connecticut. The consolation game will be Nevada-Aruba. I think the surprise of the tournament, Aruba, will win the consolation game, so they'll come in third place. And the championship game, I think, is going to be Chinese Taipei and Connecticut, and I think Connecticut's going to get it done over Chinese Taipei. Okay, now we will move on to golf. We will look at the current leaderboard for the Tour Championship. Your leaders right now are 13 under Ryan Henley and Tommy Fleetwood. Third, 11 under Cam Young. Tied for fourth, 10 under Robert McIntyre, Patrick Cantlay. Sixth with 8 under Scotty Scheffler. Tied for 7th with 7 under, Josh K. Bahita, Chris Goddard, and Shane Lowry, and Sam Burns, Justin Thomas, Ben Griffin, Rory McIlroy. It was a bigger group than I thought. Tied for 14th with 6 under, Jacob Bridgman, Nate Taylor, Colin Morikawa, Keegan Bradley, Lovey, Gabe Berg, and Harry English. Tied for 20th with 5 under, Sungjae and Harry Hall, Matt McNeely. 23rd with 3 under, Corey Connors. Tied for 24th with 2 under, Hideki Matsuyama, Brian Harmon, Andrew Novak. Tied for 27th with 1 under, Victor Hovland, Sepp Straka, JJ Spawn, and Justin Rose. So I keep forgetting that that tournament is a small one. All right, now move on to NASCAR. We will preview and pick the weekend's races. So Xfinity tonight at 7:30. The Wawa 250. The starting grid. Connor Zilch, Sam Meyer, Sammy Smith, Austin Hill, Justin Allgaier, Carson Kvapil, Brandon Jones, Harrison Burton, Christian X, Jesse Love. That's your top 10. Dean Thompson, Brendan Poole, Jeb Burton, Tanner Gray, Raja Caruth, Jeremy Clements, Daniel Dye, Nick Sanchez, Parker Retzlaff, Josh Williams, Justin Haley, Ryan Sieg, Wayne Perkins, William Sawalik, Joey Gase, Mason Maggio, Sheldon Creed, Josh Palicki, Eric Almirola, Kyle Sieg, Ryan Ellis, Anthony Alfredo, Matt DiMedetto, Parker Emmerling, Wallace Honeyman, Garrett Smithley, Cesar Bassarella, and Natalie Decker. DraftKings should have the odds. And they do. I'm going to pick somebody that I think is due to come through. He's 22-1, and his name is Sammy Smith. And in the Cup race, which is the Coke Zero 400 from Daytona tomorrow night. The starting grid. Ryan Blaney, Alex Bowman, Kyle Larson, Joey Logano, Austin Cindric, Denny Hamlin, Austin Dillon, William Byron, Chase Briscoe, Brad Keselowski. That's your top 10. Josh Berry, Daniel Suarez, Zane Smith, Kyle Busch, Chris Bell, Carson Hosfar, Shane Van Gisbergen, Ty Gibbs, Ross Chastain, Michael McDowell, AJ Allmendinger, Bubba Wallace, Ty Dillon, Chris Buescher, Ricky Stenhouse Jr., Eric Jones, Tyler Riddick, Todd Gilliland, Cole Custer, Chase Elliott, Ryan Preece, Noah Gragson, Riley Herbst, John Hunter Nemechek, Cody Ware, Austin Hill, Justin Haley, BJ McLeod, Casey Mears, and Joey Gase. For this one, a lot of like your traditional guys that always did good here aren't really around. I'm going to pick someone to win the race that's starting in the back of the field and I think could catch up. It's Chase Elliott at 14-1. That's going to be my pick there. Now I'm going to do my NFL defensive tackle rankings. A lot of teams have 2 DTs as they do the 4-3 systems, or 3-4s with the 2 tackles and the 1 edge and the 1 Sam position or weak side or whatever they have. How many players made this list for D tackles? 58. So without further ado, here we go. 58, Brian Brees, Saints. 57, Tito Agbania, Chargers. 56, Raheem Nunez, Rochez, Giants. 55, Devon Gacho, Saints. 54, Jordan Elliott, 49ers. 53, Thomas Burkhardt IV, Raiders. 52, Adam Butler, Raiders. 51, Rook or Horhol, Falcons. 50 through 41, Solomon Thomas, Cowboys. TJ Slayton, Bengals. Kevin Givens, 49ers, Devon Hamilton, Jaguars, Sheldon Rankins, Texans, Kyrie's Tonga, Patriots, Tim Settle Jr., Texans, Mason Graham, Browns, Harrison Phillips, Jets, Kristen Barmore, Patriots. 40-31. Kenny Clark, Packers, Deron Payne, Commanders, Malik Collins, Browns, David Onyemata, Falcons, Javon Hargrave, Vikings, Byron Murphy II, Seahawks, Grady Jarrett, Bears, Benito Jones, Dolphins, Mike Pennell, Chiefs, Osa Ogdozowa, Cowboys. 30-21. DJ Reader, Lions, Daquan Jones, Bills, Javon Kinlaw, Commanders, Bobby Brown III, Panthers, Jordan Davis, Eagles, DJ Jones, Broncos, BJ Hill, Bengals, Jervon Dexter Sr., Bears, Travis Jones, Ravens, Keanu Benton, Steelers. 20-11. Devontae Wyatt, Packers, Dalvin Tomlinson, Cardinals, Eric Armstead, Jaguars, Namdi Madubuike, Ravens, Ed Oliver, Bills, Jerron Reed, Seahawks, Tavondre Sweat, Titans, Kobe Turner, Rams, Quinnen Williams, Jets, Tierre Tart, Chargers. And your top 10. 10, Vita Vea, Buccaneers. 9, Grover Stewart, Colts. 8, Asim McNeil, Lions. 7, Jalen Carter, Eagles. 6, Jeffrey Simmons, Titans. 5, Poona Ford, Rams. 4, DeForest Buckner, Colts. 3, Cameron Hayward, Steelers. 2, Chris Jones, Chiefs. And number 1, Dexter Lawrence of the New York Football Giants. You can argue 3 through 1, or 1, 2, 3 in any order. Lawrence, it sucks. He's just stuck on a bad Giants team, but he just stands out on the field. Chris Jones, some may say, is overrated because he's on the Chiefs, but he's still a very productive player at that position. Cam Hayward, same thing. And then guys 4 through 8, I really like, and are 1-point players, ATS for when I do projections. And a couple other these guys even outside the top 10 are 1-point players as well. But outside the top, say, 13, I think DT is a weak position. Weaker than it usually is for some reason. I felt that way about tight end this year, too. I felt tight end was weak. Not saying it's bad. I just think it's a little top heavy and it drops. You know what I mean? That's what I mean by weak. And a lot of guys that used to be good aren't as good anymore, like past their primes. Like, so even someone like Javon Kinlaw isn't as good as he used to be. Or DJ Reader slipped. Grady Jarrett, now on the Bears, I think has slipped. But there could be guys that could move up, like Byron Murphy II. Showed up low on the list. I think he'll be better down the road. Some other young guys on here that could even the guy that's third or last on this list, Brian Brees, I think he can even jump. So there you have it for the defensive tackle rankings. Now I'm going to do the news and notes for today. The Red Sox are moving Walker Buehler to the bullpen amid struggles. Oof. That's admitting defeat on a move. The Astros are signing Craig Kimbrell to a deal. I don't think he's any good anymore. The SEC is making a schedule change as the commissioner announces 9-game conference slate beginning in 2026 amid new CFP metrics. Good move by the SEC. That was overdue. LSU coach Brian Kelly reveals that the team is spending more in 2025 than in previous 3 years combined. So Derek Harmon left the preseason game yesterday with a knee injury, and he's out for about a month. That's not good. Jordan Love's a full go for the season opener, so that is good. The Wild re-signed Marco Rossi, $3 or $15 million extension. That was a good move. The Warriors pursued a LeBron James trade multiple times over the past 18 months. So the Vikings eyed an Adam Thielen trade. Which is interesting. Taylor Moton gets an extension, 2 years, $44 million, $40 million guaranteed. Good for him. The NFL is cracking down on cellies as they're looking to limit flagrant celebrations for 2025. Brian Robinson got traded to the 49ers for a 2026 6th-round pick. I think that's a steal. And I'm interested to see what was I going to say? Like, how that plays out. Like, I think that's a weird trade. It's not a same, like, is that a bad sign about McCaffrey? Braves third baseman Austin Riley's out for the season after core injury surgery. That's not great. Orioles catcher, 8 years, $67 million extension after his call-up less than a week ago. That is awesome for him. But isn't Adley Rutschman their catcher? Are they moving him to DH? Mike Vrabel rips leaks as he calls out rats within organization. The Malik Beasley investigation's over as he is no longer target of federal gaming probe. So we'll see where he ends up. Jerry Jones says that lack of direct communication is what's hurting the negotiations. And then the Commanders are paying Brian Robinson as a part of the trade. They are taking on some of the $3.4 million salary, so part of the deal. All right, so there you have it for news and notes. Last but not least, my best bet of the day brought to you by FanDuel. So Fab 5 we're not going to do till next week because there's only 5 college football games to begin with. So, best bet. I adore the under in the Mariners-A's game. Brian Wu is amazing. And he's gotten so good. And I like this Morales kid too. So under 8, minus 112, A's Mariners. So there you have it for the show. I'll be back on Monday recapping everything. Look ahead to everything on Monday night. And I hope you guys have a great day.